This is Sawtelles. You guys sound terrific. Thank you for being here on Live Lunch Break. Is it fun?
It is fun.
Very fun.
Do you say that to everyone that plays here, even
No.
if you don't care for their music?
I have not. You know what? In my long life of musicalness, I can almost say without question, there's something about every act I've ever seen that deserves my respect.
Yeah.
In some category. That doesn't mean I don't like. There's some bands I'm not going to go buy. I'm not going to buy any of Rich's Pavement albums.
Oh.
That's
Don't take it personally, though.
Well, I've been sending pictures of Keith Emerson all week because I'm a big prog guy, and I know he doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
No porcupine.
Okay.
Well, that makes me sad. Anyway, thank you guys. Yes, I am enjoying it. I like it a lot. And
Thanks.
I have an observation, and I
Okay.
want to see what you guys think about it. When I first heard the songs, like listening to them over the course of the week, I was thinking there was a strong East Coast sort of vibe, and then of course I see you with the stand-up Mo Tucker sort of Velvet Underground drum kit, and then the more I heard you live, it reminds me of early West Coast psychedelic pop, like really early Jefferson Airplane. Or,
That's awesome.
Or It's a Beautiful Day. Does that resonate at all?
Tell the story, Peter.
One of the best compliments we ever got, we played Cafe 9 in New Haven one time.
Years ago.
I don't remember the name of this band. They were coming up after us, and they were older than us at that, and the drummer came up and said, "Wow, I really liked you guys. You reminded me of Moby Grape. I thought I was having an acid flashback." And that was like that's in the top 3 best compliments we ever got.
Yeah, the Skip Spence. I don't think Skip ever came down, did he? But anyway, this is Rich, Julie, and Peter, the Sawtelles from Plantsville, Connecticut, joining us on Live Lunch Break.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
That's fun.
And thanks for watching and listening.
So you guys, we were talking. I don't remember if it was actually on the air, but before the show, you guys have been playing as a husband and wife for these 16 years or so, right?
Yeah, 15. Because we were married in 2000, and then 2001. One day, Peter came home and he said, "I've been playing guitar." Peter's a drummer. He's a trained drummer, but he started playing guitar, and then he came home one day and he said, "Oh, you're playing drums." And I said, "Well, I don't know how to play drums." And he said, "Well, you can keep a beat." And I dance. I haven't danced in a couple of years, but I have a long dance background, so you need to know counts. You have to be able to feel the music. And he says, "Well, you can keep a beat." And I said, "I can keep a beat." He says, "Okay." And so that's basically how I got roped into this.
I think that's a good lasso job.
And the thing is, we do so much stuff together, like all the time. I'd rather hang out with him than like go out with the girls or whatever. I'd rather hang out with him, and then we have the same interest. Well, we hang out with you too. I mean,
Where did Rich enter the equation?
Oh, it's so free. It's like weird. We've seen Rich, and you can speak. You can tell your story.
You have to turn your sax mic.
Yeah, he has like Richard has a long history. I mean, he's played with Miracle Legion. He's
oh cool.
Oh yeah,
I play with a group called Happy Ending in New Haven.
Hank Kaufman's band.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was playing so it so happens you play somewhere and then someone comes up to you and says, "Hey man, I like what you're doing. You want to do that with us?" And so that kind of happened here about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so we play a lot of gigs together now.
That's fun.
And we also play in the improvised music scene in New Haven. The free jazz scene, I play drums in that. And so we play in a bunch. Rich and I play in a couple of different projects that are free improvisation too, because I've always like that side of music, and it's fun to play. But I also have a pop side, which is this. So I feel privileged to be able to do both and live in an area where we can do both.
Absolutely. And you recorded sort of a blues interpretive.
We
record.
did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was Test Pattern.
Yes.
Yeah, Peter and I did the solo duo blues challenge.
Connecticut Blues Society.
A few years.
Yeah.
And they really, they would just scratch their heads and look at us. And rumblings in the audience was, "That's not the blues. But I mean, Peter wrote songs about religion and death and murder, and he played on a National Steel guitar, doing open tunings with slide guitar. Like, how much more
How bluesy, yeah.
can you be?
Well,
but somebody who did get it was Dot. Grandma Dot got it immediately,
And she had us on her show.
all right, well, let me ask you this then, because I'm from Texas. When I hear what you, all right, there's a lot of rural blues down there, whether it was Blind Lemon Jefferson or Mance Lipscomb in modern times or whatever, and you would hear that growing up, where I did, and you could see where electric blues took off from these guys with just little solo acoustic guitars. To me, almost what you're doing with pop songs is you're stripping current pop music down to an almost rural bluesy sort of. What do you think of that interpretation?
I like that interpretation because when I listen to somebody like R.L. Burnside,
Sure.
it's everything you need and nothing you don't need. It's very stripped away, and it's very stripped away in a very emotional, raw way. You know, it's the same way you listen to Thelonious Monk play solo piano. Everything's there. You don't need anything else.
Right.
And I like that interpretation a lot. I'm glad you can hear that element in what we do because it's definitely, I like the primitive side to what we do.
Well, you write good pop songs too. That's important. All right. Rick Coster here for the live lunch break episode from theday.com. And I do want to ask one last question, and I'm going to let you get back to the reason you're here, which is to play for the people. I love some of the harmony stuff that you're doing, and some of it seems like it's, you know, you have a triad and you're doing a third or a fifth. Then at other times it just seems like I wrote this harmony and it works, but it's not at all what you would get in music school. Does that make sense?
Yes,
it totally makes sense because we all react to music, the three of us I'm speaking about, in that same manner. So something that might sound off as far as a conservatory background, it appeals to us sometimes. Sometimes you need that weirdness, and it gives the songs a flavor and a character that it wouldn't have if you follow the rules.
By the way, Rich, that's a good observation.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, it sounds musical.
Well,
and you know, Pete will write dense guitar chords that I'll have to learn on my own because I just sit at home and try to learn them and pick out note by note. And some of them sound like they don't belong there, but that's the way he does it. And then it's up to you to harmonize with a more obvious note or to go with one of the more dissonant notes, and it's fun.
That's where it gets fun. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm basically self-taught on guitar, and I use all these alternate tunings because I don't have the aptitude or to play in the accepted manner. I never did. I hear it this way, and because it was the two of us all the time, I never really had to think about the guitar parts. But when Rich came in and started playing with us, when I really started, and then it really made me had to analyze in a music theory kind of way sometimes to break down like what I was doing. And I was surprised. What hit me is that some of the things are very haphazardly sophisticated.
Beautiful description. Well, it works, and we're honored to have the Sawtelles with us today.
Thank you very much.
Would you do us another short set, please?
Sure.
Looking forward to it. Thank you guys for being here at Live Lunch Break.
Thanks for having us. Early Morning Blue.
It's called Early Morning Blue when everyone gets tuned. This is one of my favorites. Did you guys have snow down here on Monday? You did. It came all the way down. Yeah, okay. It's crazy. Although I love winter. I could have 2 feet of snow and it would be fine. I really enjoy winter. Once it hits about 80, 85, I am miserable.
You a humidity person?
Ooh, so yeah. I just slow down and I feel just putrid. Ugh, yeah.
Come on down to Texas.
It's a dry heat, right?
No.
I actually spent time.
So was your oven.
I was in San Antonio.
Oh, really?
I spent time in San Antonio when I was getting my Army training. San Antonio was awesome. Oh my gosh. 1985. Woo!